So every time that I sit down to build this X-Wing, LEGO announces something new. You might witness the entire build of this set just in all these announcement videos. I don't know if this set is cursed, or maybe it's lucky because we get a whole bunch of new LEGO sets. It's one of those, maybe it's both. By the time I'm done with this one, who knows, we may see another new X-Wing, so stay tuned for that in the near future. Today is all about a set that came completely out of left field called PAC-MAN Arcade. This looks really cool. I haven't really taken a look at this yet, so we'll look at this together, talk about the details, who it's for, what it's all about. Totally unscripted, so let's dive right in. Okay, so this is a part of the Icons collection, which is 18 plus for adults. It's about 2,700 pieces and $270 USD, which is pretty much in line for the amount of pieces, so that's not bad at all. Comes with one minifigure, and it looks like it comes out on June 4th, June 1st for VIP members, so right around the corner. That's out next week, and it would be cool to see what that minifigure is. I'm looking forward to that. Dimensions, it's about 13 inches high, 10 inches wide, 7 inches deep, so perfect size to pop up on a shelf or maybe on your desk. So if you're a really huge gamer, retro gamer, you just really love Pac-Man, this is great to have in your background, just kind of chilling back there. All right, let's dive in even further. Looks like there's a display stand with Pac-Man and the ghosts, which is really cool. I love those little icons underneath, and it looks like maybe those ghosts can turn into different forms, which is awesome. I like that a lot. There's a light brick behind the coin slot. It brings back a lot of memories for sure. I see a picture of a joystick as well, and there is, looks like there's a crank on the side, which I really wonder what that's going to look like. I bet that the mechanics are really cool. I'm looking forward to the video here shortly. We'll take a look, but I wonder how that's going to work. So I'm assuming that Pac-Man's going to go through this maze on the front screen. That sounds pretty awesome. It's based on a real 1980s arcade cabinet. There's a little minifigure with a really miniature Pac-Man display. That's awesome. And it looks like we have our Easter egg here. It kind of hides out inside the cabinet. I can see some of the mechanisms on the inside for the crank. You can remove the back panel to take a look at the mechanics inside. This is looking pretty cool. We're getting a little bit of the sense of scale here from this photo, but we'll take a look even further. So let's go ahead and dive into the photos. All right, so first impressions, I really like what we're seeing here. You can put the ghosts on top of the cabinet, and from looking at this, it looks like the branding and all the logos are really spot on. The logo on the top of the machine and the one on the side, from memory, it looks like it's totally spot on. I'll see if I can find a picture and do like a side-by-side, but this is looking really, really cool. And the game itself, you can see that there's like a high score. You have all the Pac-Man dots, there's some fruits, all the ghosts. Looks really spot on. There's also has like a little bit of like a three-dimensional depth to it. Maybe that explains some of the mechanics. We'll take a look at that in the video. But I like the detail of the joystick. Of course, we have the coin slot on the bottom. This just looks really cool. Very, very well thought out. And as always, the box looks really slick. LEGO does such a great job with their branding. This will pop on store shelves, so kudos for sure. Okay, here's a closer look at the front of the machine. We have a joystick that moves Pac-Man around, obviously, but then we have a couple buttons here on the right side. I have no idea what those do. I haven't touched an arcade machine in years, so I don't know if those start the game. I can't remember. Let me know in the comments, because for the life of me, I can't remember what those do. But it's cool that they're there. I'm sure that they're there for something. Very cool attention to detail. But let's keep moving on. We have the back of the machine here. You can pop open and see all the mechanics. We see the minifigure hanging out on the inside. A closer look at the minifigure. I love it. Looks like they have a Pac-Man shirt on with a Pac-Man jacket, holding a coin in their hand. And then we have a Pac-Man machine, the gumball machine next to it as well. Super cool. I just love how they're paying homage to Pac-Man. Very nice callback. Okay, closer look at that display stand. I really love those icons on the bottom. That just really pops. A closer look at the high score, and it looks like there's like a little mechanism here on the right. I'm not sure really what's going on here. I see a sticker for 1-up and then a number. I really wonder if something changes here. Maybe, maybe not. We'll take a look here soon. Back of the box looks pretty cool, as always. And as you can see, yeah, this would prop up really nicely up on a shelf or over on a cabinet somewhere. It would just be like just kind of tucked away. Really, really very beautiful piece of Lego design. And we have another shot here, just kind of give you a little bit sense of scale as well. And looking at all the inner workings. So this is looking like a lot of fun. I love all the details included. Let's take a look at the video to see what we have in store. I really wonder how these mechanics work. There's a lot going on here, so let's dive in. I just need to know how this thing works on the inside. It's baffling me. It looks like Pac-Man might be able to move around. I don't know. I really want to see how this works. Okay, I like that you can access the back pretty easily. Oh, so that's how the ghosts turn. Okay. All right, you can light that up. I saw like a start game right there. No way. So Pac-Man does go around and the score changes as well. That is a lot cooler than I thought it would be. I thought it would be cool, but this is even cooler. Wow, so how is Pac-Man gonna move around? There's gotta be like a lot of chain linked pieces on the inside that are doing that. It moves with the crank. I don't know, sorry, it's kind of blowing my mind. That's a really, really cool mechanic. So I'm a huge gamer, I love retro games, huge Pac-Man fan. This would look great in my studio in the background. I'm definitely getting this one on day one. June 1st VIP, June 4th everyone else. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you gonna pick this one up? Do you think it's interesting? But in the meantime, if you wanna see more interesting sets for adults, check out our video here. YouTube is gonna recommend this one to you. They think it'll be the best one that you'll wanna see. So I hope you enjoy, and I will catch you there.